Do you support Trump?
Do you?
No, I do not support Trump.
Why not?
Because he's just a loser that is gay and has no life.
Why do you think that?
Because, do you see his haircut? Like, what kind of haircut is that? This is my brother, Christian Hoffman.
So you really think Trump is gay?
I really do. I really do.
What proof do you have of that?
I don't have no proof, but just look at his face. He says his parents gave him a small loan of $1 million. Do you think that's small? I don't think that's very small.
How old are you?
I am 10. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay.
So, hey, do your parents support Trump?
No, they do not.
Who do they support?
I'm not sure.
Who do you support?
I support, what's his name? I forget his name. Or her name. Yeah, Bernie.
Do you support Bernie or Hillary?
Bernie.
Why do you support Bernie?
Because I think he's just a good guy.
But why do you think he's a good guy?
Because, what?
Okay, well, hey, why did you tear the signs up?
Because Trump is a loser that he is trying to make everybody their race. I gotta go. What he said. He has
Are your parents legal? I'm asking a question. Obviously, they're not. Maybe you were born here.
Don't listen to his bullshit.
Maybe
he said the
you were
same
born
thing
here.
to me. His
But
bullshit.
were your parents legal?
You are racist.
Yes, it
you
does.
are a racist.
Because they shouldn't be in this country.
Racism at
They're
its
milking
finest,
this
ladies and
country
gentlemen.
dry.
Oh my God.
They can go back to whatever country they were born in.
Everyone in this country was not from here. We're all immigrants. Exactly. We are all immigrants.
Look,
A lot of people have done it before.
That's what God gave us. That's what makes us all equal. He gave us rights. Now fuck you.
Mexico is very hard on their borders. Why don't you go down south?
This is going to prevail. Heaven and earth will pass
But you
away,
lost the land. Thank God you lost the land. You think we want America to be like Mexico? No. If you want it, go to Mexico. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
You're browner than
Take your
us.
parents with
He
you.
is browner than us. You go to Mexico. He has accused me of dying of AIDS. He has called me a girl. He is homophobic. He is racist. Why would we halt Islam? Islamic people do nothing wrong. It is a bunch of group of people who are terrorizing has nothing to do with the religion.
Any company, any store, any judge goes against
That's the main reason.
Then I will rise.
What's up?
What are you doing here?
I'm protesting Donald Trump.
Okay, why do you dislike Donald Trump?
He's racist, sexist, homophobic, go down the list. Xenophobic, he's embodying kind of just every horrible aspect of this country's very dark history. I consider myself a very patriotic person, and I think Donald Trump is un-American, and he's anti-American at his core. If you're racist and sexist and against immigration, then you have no idea, you're clueless about what America's like, and I don't have time for that. I don't have patience for that. I'm not cool with it, and I'm saying something about it. So that's my spiel.
Can you give people some specific examples of, people who say, people on the other side, people who like Trump, who are like, he's not racist, he's not sexist. Could you give them some examples to prove your point?
Of stuff Trump has said?
So stuff he said, stuff he's done, anything.
The least of it that I could think of is what was the tweet with him with the taco bowl picture saying, I love the Hispanics or something like that, which is an incredibly insensitive thing to say and just completely tone deaf. The things he said about building a border wall, and making Mexico pay for it. His stance on it's not about following the law. His stance on illegal immigration, it's about keeping non-white people out of America, as far as I can tell from the rhetoric that he's using. I honestly don't listen that much to what Donald Trump says, and frankly, I just don't want to hear it half the time. But from what I do hear on the news and online, and from people who do, follow what he says, I'm not cool with it. I'm not happy with it.
Who do you support?
I personally support Bernie Sanders, but I will vote for whoever's the Democratic nominee. I'm not.
So if Hillary gets it, you'll vote for Hillary?
I would rather she didn't. I have my personal. I have my own reasons to dislike Hillary Clinton, but I'll take her over Trump. I'll take I'll take someone we know over someone who's clearly, frankly, evil and who's and he's not a politician. I asked my father, was this what it was like when Ronald Reagan was running for president in 1980, and he said no, because Ronald Reagan was actually a politician. Donald Trump he's a reality star. He's a billionaire who made all of his money either from inheritance or from flipping houses here in Jersey. Atlantic City is screwed partly because of him, and I'm not having what he's about here. So yeah, I'll take Hillary Clinton over that. I'd prefer Bernie Sanders, but this election so far has been kind of a circus. So I'm just hoping that it's not Trump. Yeah.
So if Trump is racist for the rhetoric, sexist for his rhetoric, what about Hillary? What about Hillary covering up for Bill Clinton, abuse of women? What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty egregious on her part. I condemn that. I'm not cool with that. That's pretty blatant. I remember reading something about that, and that's pretty blatant. And I hope that comes back to get her, just on the basis that karma comes around. I don't. As far as Donald Trump goes, there are allegations against Donald Trump from his ex-wife that are analogous, I guess. So that's not cool either. Again, I'm here because not Trump. I'm not really here because of Hillary or Bernie or whatever. But that's.
Do you think that at the DNC close by, are you going to go?
The DNC? I don't know. That depends on my schedule at that time. I might, but that really depends on when it is and what I got going on at that time.
Well, let's say Bernie doesn't get it. You think it's going to get pretty crazy there? Think it's going to be rioting?
I hope not. I seriously doubt it. I think there's a lot of mixed information coming out in Nevada about what went down at their Democratic convention, and that disappoints me a lot. I was at a Bernie Sanders rally in New Brunswick a few weeks back, and Bernie Sanders supporters are not like that. They're not violent people. They're very happy to gather and talk about their opinions and share their opinions. I mean, a lot of people here are Bernie supporters and they're very angry, but that's part of the point of why we're here. I don't think anything like that is going to go down in Philadelphia, and I certainly hope it doesn't.
I was at the the Trump rally protest in California, where we saw, spray painting the signs of the city, beating people up. What would you say to people who they see those videos and they go, well, people say Trump supporters are violent. What about Bernie supporters? They seem pretty violent in those, certain instances. I
mean, a lot of it is like social media today and a lot of mass media today, it's very personalized in a way. You can pick and choose what sources you get your information from. So if you're a Bernie Sanders supporter, you can pick and choose the information that supports him. If you're a Donald Trump supporter, you can pick and choose the information that supports him. Same with Hillary. All I'm going to say is that I don't have a clear idea of what's going on as far as the violence with Bernie Sanders supporters and Trump supporters. The Trump supporters violence I have seen on news. I've seen footage of it, so I believe it's a real thing. The Bernie Sanders supporters violence, I haven't seen any footage from what I've experienced with Bernie Sanders supporters. I haven't seen any of that kind of violence, anything even resembling kind of any kind of hateful rhetoric. There's a lot of anti-Hillary Clinton sentiment, but I don't think any of it is rooted in a hatred of her specifically so much as a political system that doesn't represent people. Like I said before, I'd probably vote for Hillary Clinton if she was the Democratic nominee, but that's because I don't really have another choice. If it's between her and Trump, then I'll take her. But I don't really want to have to pick. I don't want to have that choice to make. I'd like to vote for someone who I want to vote, not the lesser evil.
I have so much hatred for Donald Trump. So much hatred for Donald Trump.
You don't want to kill him, man.
Fuck Donald Trump. I don't want to kill him, but I mean, I'll catch his face. I mean, gotta knock a nigga out real quick.
Sorry.
Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Bigots to the left! Keep going!
This way! Xenophobia! Xenophobia this way!
Go! We are all immigrants! We're all immigrants! Remember where you guys came from! You guys did not find this country on your own! And little did he forget that his mother fucking fled here from another country! Little did he forget his mother was an immigrant as well
Fuck all these niggas. Fuck niggas. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody.